Hello. The timer begins now for 3 hours. We're going to be making a little, or not making, I guess we're quote unquote finishing up the little bat we started on Monday. I don't know if we'll finish the entire thing, but we will do our best. Hi, Hazel. There's Kate. Hello, Chris. And Bree of the whole gang. Welcome, welcome. Hoi minoi. Ooh. We've got crunchy wrist today. Is the music too loud, by the way? I wasn't sure. I keep picking different, like, videos to, like, delicious, to have in the background, because some of them still get, like, copyright warnings on YouTube, which doesn't really do anything. It's quiet. I can turn it up a little bit. I don't know how much that helped. Did that help? Perfect. Nothing worse than, like, long drags of silence. Like the volume before, actually. Before. I can turn it down. I will put it in between the two things that we had it at. There. That is exactly between the two. I'm gonna have to trust you guys on this because I can't hear it. This one. I love the names of these. They read like Wish products. Lo-fi Halloween music playlist, no copyright, lo-fi beats, sleep lo-fi, study music, happy Halloween. And it's probably my favorite part of looking up the videos to have in the background. I got the sniffles a little bit, so we're just gonna have to ignore that. I did a bunch of cleaning in my room today. Because it was the perfect temperature to be cold in my room. So apparently that means I was very productive today. So I cleaned for 3 hours. The unfortunate thing is that means that there's now a bunch of dust in the air. So if I sneeze or if I'm sniffly, I'm sorry. I apparently needed to clean half of my room. Like, no holds barred, just... Jesus Christ, 3 hours. Oh, yeah. When I sent you the picture of, like, the bed with my confused face, like, that was like... I was, like, I think it was 20 minutes into the disaster, and I just kept going. But yeah, now my closet is pretty clean. Which means I found like 4 pairs of shoes that I forgot I owned. The confused face made your day. I'm glad, because it's pretty funny. It also meant that the cats, specifically Elaine, the skeleton, was very confused. She did not understand what was going on at all. I think it was like 4 instruments in my room that I haven't used in like years. And the best part is that it was like a flute, a trumpet. Sorry, I had 3 instruments and a bunch of sheet music. But I had like a flute, a trumpet, all of my band music, and a guitar. Now the thing with the guitar is that I haven't taken lessons in over 15 years, pretty much. So I took all my instruments downstairs because we have a music room, and I just had all of my music in my room for some reason. And the best part is that I had an amp for a guitar, like an electric guitar, because I used to play the bass. But I had only the amp in my room and not the guitar. Oh, that got louder. I'm gonna turn that down just a smidge because it got louder on my end. There we go. But yeah. It does happen, and I just like, I knew I had all the stuff in my room, I just forgot why I had all of it in there. You had 2 amps and 3 guitars in your room for years. I didn't know you didn't play instruments and just had the things. Let's not talk about musical graveyards. I have a drum set in my room. Didn't know what to do about it. It is just like that sometimes. But so it's now no longer in my room. All of it is in the music room now, and I'm sure I'll find more music stuff in here because, you know, band kid. I only took music lessons for almost all of my life. You know, little guitar, piano, harmonica, and ukulele. Ukulele's a fun instrument. You donated 2 trumpets to your little brothers when you moved out. Your poor mother. The thing is, for a trumpet to be loud, you have to be at least, like, playing it kind of properly. So, I mean, if they've got it, get them in band. My brother and I are the only ones in the family that really don't know how to play anything. That's fair. I'm the only one in this household that doesn't still play an instrument. Everyone else who lives in the household, like, still plays. My mom plays, they both play multiple instruments. Sometimes music ain't for you, and that's okay. I also did all of my cleaning right after I showered, thus negating the entire, like, shower, because I'm all covered in dust. So I'm gonna have to, like, shower again. Worth it, though. Rookie move. It really was. On Tuesday, the party was planning on shipping Charlotte with an elephant. Not a Loxodon, not a full elephant, because they didn't know where it went. What? Listen, Charlotte does have a type. It's cocky people. Reread that, Maddie? On shipping Charlotte. Oh, an elephant. Okay. That, thank you for telling me to reread that. I was very concerned and confused. I don't think the clarification on it being not a loxodon helped at all. It's fine. We're good. Listen, I might be a little bit tired today. It's okay. Dude, it's been a busy week, okay? I've gotten like I am fine. I've just been doing a lot of art this week. Which means I've been like focusing really hard for a lot of the week, which is probably why I felt the need to start cleaning my entire room today. I did like 3 separate commissions this week, all for different people, which like is great, right? Like hell yeah, getting that money, but also was very stressful because like 2 of them there was no like any voice calls happening at all. It was just over text, which I've done before, but I haven't done that with strangers before. So I was setting them progress pieces and basically just like waiting in like intense fear that they'd hate it. They didn't. They loved it. They loved their stuff. But damn, it's been stressful. It's fun though. I got a lot done. So we're taking it as a good thing. That sounds fun. ... Listen, it be like that. It was fun. It was super fun because one of them, what they got done wasn't like a character piece, which was my first commission for like something that was not character art. They needed a chat box for their Twitch streaming, which was super fun because I got to make a big ol' scroll of like parchment and got to texture the paper and also got to like draw ribbon, which is like one of my favorite things in the world to render because it's so pretty. Feels like I got a new job this week and I've been helping open the stores and been unpacking boxes and sorting for 4 days now. Oh my god, Hazel. I mean, congrats on the new job. Sounds cool. It was cool. It was fun. Yeah. Doing the unpacking part. Not a fan. About halfway done unpacking. That's like, so you're going to be doing like 8 days of unpacking. We need yield parchment chat. It's super cute, but I think when I finally get around to actually figuring out how to do a chat box on screen for mine, I think we're going to do a window. I think we're going to do a stained glass window. Like, or like an open window that I can stick over top of the chair. Like one of them old gothic castle windows. So chat can go over that. So it's like y'all are screaming at my window. I don't know if that's funny to anyone else, but it's funny to me. You've been paid to sit and stare at your phone for the past 3 days as you've been dead. Oh no! Jesus. Okay, cool. Everyone's on board with the window? Hell yeah. It'll be like, y'all will just be like angry villagers screaming at me. Being bored makes you more tired than being busy, honestly. That is so fair. Is that why you've been like making 4 versions of like of like characters and stuff? So what if you're already an angry village person yelling at me? That's fair. This isn't about you. Listen, I can heckle back. You need bone church architecture for your stuff. I have to look up what bone church is. Bone. That's not an O. Bone church. What is bone church? Oh god, that is amazing. I love it. I do. I don't think I'm gonna keep it as my aesthetic. That's not very snuggly. I do, however, have another friend who is also using a vampire theme for their stuff. It was Link. He was in here the other day. I'll bet you he would do some bone church stuff. I forgot about bone church. It's like the perfect level of like really, really cool opposite energy of snuggly. Exactly. It's really cool and just horrifying enough to be horrifying. Yeah, we're keeping it cuddly. Hence the name for mine. I also got dust all over like my favorite pajama pants. I have these pants that my aunt made me for Christmas one year. They're my favorite things in the whole wide world. They're so comfortable. But now I gotta put them in the wash, which I should do anyway. Catacombs and mausoleums are your aesthetic. They certainly are, I agree. It's a cool aesthetic to have. You've got that cool, like, that cool witch aesthetic. It's awesome. Goth isn't the word I want to use, but like gothic is the word I want to use for how I would describe when I see stuff in your aesthetic. Ostrogoths? Hell yeah. Shit. And the Visigoths too, actually. Yeah, it's fair. Dude, goth is such a fun aesthetic. All the goths. You described it as Victorian cottagecore. That's fair. I can't wait to visit your cottage and just see Bone Church in the backyard. Thought that was Astro Goths, and now I want to see goth spacesuits. Do you know who the goths were? I'm gonna say probably not, even if you've told me before. And even though I myself use a goth aesthetic, I am not very clever. And that's okay. Space goth would be fun. You wouldn't be able to see their spacesuits though once they were in space. There are people who destroyed Rome. I'm so fucking down for that. Let's go. Who wants to destroy Rome with me? Let's do it. Almost had it too good for too long. That is an O. What's the date today? The 24th. I should know that. Just gonna quickly save that. They originated from somewhere between Ukraine and Mongolia. Neat! Wasn't there a thing with asexuals joking about taking countries they outnumber? Probably. I wasn't in on that one. I probably hadn't figured it out yet, so. Or maybe I had, and I'm just really bad at being in on the circle. The term Gothic was coined by classicizing Italian writers of the Renaissance. That is a lot of notes. It's still a thing on one of the subreddits. Nice. Dude, we could though. I have an ace buddy who like something fucked up when he was a kid and now he like can't feel things. Like straight up. So we've got a tank. There's so much dust in this room. Okay. All right. We're gonna do some turnarounds and stuff for this guy. For a little guy. We're gonna stick him up here. He's our best to sketch thus far. So he gets to stay there. Something stopping the gays from taking over small countries. That is correct. Okay, Brie, I love you. Be back soon. Well, not soon. Like, do the thing. But, like... But, like, we'll miss you. That's all I mean. Bad. Very bad. She'll be front-facing only. That is a lot of writing. And I'm sure it's very interesting. But I'm not going to read all of that. Dude, Wikipedia is the best source of knowledge, though. It's the free encyclopedia that anyone can edit. Wikipedia is a godsend. It's a godsend for like all the students in high schools who are like, I don't know where to find knowledge on this. You just go to Wikipedia, you write your stuff based on what the knowledge is there, and then you just add all the sources that Wikipedia adds as its sources. And you're good. I just poured water all over myself. We're having a bit of a messy day today. And that's okay. It happens. We're gonna scrunch this guy up. I just forget that bats, like, their wings make the little, like, hands. It's cute. Sometimes when people are talking about stuff you don't know and you pull up a Wikipedia article to catch yourself up so you can join in. I've never put that much effort into a conversation in my life. If I don't know it, I'm just like, this is very interesting, and then, like, go do something else. Not that I, like, don't want to be in conversations, but a little bit of that. Welcome back, Kate. Welcome back. We're doing little sketchy concepts for the bat right now, just so that I can get a better idea of how I want them to move. Just a small little guy. Things are getting pretty batty in here. Absolutely. Dude, bats are so cool. I wish I wasn't absolutely terrified of one up close. Much like all creatures I think are cool. I love them, but if I have, like, if one comes near me, I will cry. They're everywhere in Venezuela. They're everywhere in Quebec, too. Like, we used to do this thing where you'd, like, lay on your back in the backyard in the middle of the night, you'd throw something in the air with a flashlight pointed up, and you could see just, like, a bunch of them swipe by to try and catch whatever giant-ass bug just happened to be in the sky not that long ago. I think the only time I've ever been near a bay or a bat is in a barn. That's practically their territory. Yeah. Gotta be careful not to mess with the bats. I don't know why I'm giving this hand nails, but they've got rock and acrylics now. I don't know. Maybe we can see the bat release at the science center. They take care of them and set them free. Yeah! I've had the chance to go to that so many times, and every single time I've been busy. Let's go. Let's do it this year. There was a camp I went to once where the bats like to sleep in the ceiling of the gathering area. Oh damn. We'd be eating lunch and they'd be right on top of our heads. That is cool and horrifying. Let's go. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Little fluffy bean. Little fluff. There was shit everywhere. I would imagine so. I would imagine there would be lots of poop. Animals do that a lot, yeah. Unfortunately. Imagine a world where poop didn't exist. Don't wanna. You ever taken a good poop? It's the best. I think just has chunkier peas. Chris, that is awful. No thank you. I'm good. I'd rather not. We don't think about that here. That doesn't exist. What you said doesn't exist. I am not welcome. I do not feel welcomed, Chris. Oh, a Curly approacheth. Curly. Baby bean. Baby boy. Sweetest of all. God amongst men. You guys, we have Curly. We have the bean. Right on your lap. I'm gonna show the chat. You wanna boop the bat's snoot? It's boopable. It's soft. He delivered you his pom-pom. That's so cute. We've got Curly! Curly! He is here! The sweetest of beans. We are blessed on this day. We certainly are, Chris. Blessed stream. I feel like you have to every stream. You don't have to, but we do love him. The heaven hath opened and delivered unto us this holy manna. I mean, it's a vibe, though. It's true. Kate, you show up and just, like, bless all of us here. We all thank you for your gift of the baby. Oh my god. Oh, he's so cute. Look at he. Behold. Beheld. Beheld. I love him. He's guarding. Behold he. The best part of the stream. That's why everyone shows up. Curly pick. Him guard. He guard. Him guard. Guarding his pom-pom. His little pom-pom. I love him so much. Ugh. Absolute sweetie. Just realized what's missing from these other ones. The collar. Boop. We have given the bat a thing to munch, and so the bat munches. Got the yawns today. Got the sniffles and the yawns. That's what we're doing. But I could also have candy. We've got these cute little candy melts. They're not the Candy Melt brand, but they are the same thing. And they're like confetti ones. So they're vanilla flavored, but they also have a bunch of like sprinkles in them. And I got them just to eat for whenever I want. So I could eat them now, but it'd also be very loud. So we're not gonna quite yet. I'm a big fan of this little bat. It's stolen my heart. Dude, I'm a fan of just eating straight candy melts. Like, it's one of the purest joys in life is eating something that is meant to be used as an ingredient for something else. Like just every time it is the best. Like, have you ever eaten like the cheese powder that you're supposed to mix into like Kraft dinner? Just eating like a spoonful of that. It's dry, so that's not great, but tastes pretty good. Maddie, no. Maddie, yes. Listen, everybody should eat cheese powder from Kraft Dinner, just the powder, at least once, unless they physically cannot, like they have an allergy or something. It's like a disgrace to like chefs everywhere, but hoo boy, worth it. Seems like a you thing. It is a me thing. It absolutely. For Chris, we're gonna draw a little boop snoot. There's no description of chair that includes all chairs and excludes all non-chairs. What? You're supposed to snort it. False. A chair is thing I can sit on. You say table? Wrong. That is a chair, actually. Everything is a chair. We just have other names for it. All the different kinds of falsies are mimic. That too. I can sit on him too. We have many different branches but their main purpose is all to be a chair. You can turn it into any kind of chair. Correct. Of which there are so many kinds because everything's a chair. If you're not a coward. Thus he describes them all. Yes. I keep being tempted to put a cheek on this thing, but I like a little like wep. I think it's cuter if I just if it's a very rounded one though. It's a good definition, absolutely. We're gonna do a little hold of the fingy that's doing the boop. Because when somebody boops you, that is what you do. You just hold on to their hand. The less human and more 90s Disney it is, the cuter, I think. Yeah. Exactly. I did consider at some point this week, just for fun, I didn't have time to do it, but we've talked about I think, have we talked about Barbie movies on the stream before? I can't remember, but they're one of my favorite types of movies. And I just watched Rapunzel again with, not Rapunzel, Nutcracker again with my siblings. Which is like, I think it's the first Barbie movie other than a couple ones that were like 2D animated and were like not pop punk, like super star, like pop star movies. But in that one, there's this bat character who's sassy and is purple. And I thought about trying to find a screenshot of him and just like color correcting it to be this little bat. And just like showing up to stream being like, we did it! I didn't have time. I was doing a lot of stuff. The rat? Yeah. The rat's little guy. I can't remember what the bat's name is. I don't know if he even has a name. I think he's just Bat. He's super cute though. How many fingers a person got again? How do bats' wings work? My mom is here for food, I guess, and she came into my room and pointed out the stream and said, "Oh, those are so cute." I'm glad. That makes me happy. They have 4 fingies. They do have 4 fingies. Perfect. Then I have the correct amount of fingies. 4 fingies and a thumb. And they have a little elbow joint. Do they have 4? Looks like they have 3. They have enough fingers. Give the bats more fingers. As a treat. What do they do it for? I think. So the thumb is the part that is wrapped around the human finger. Correct. This little... They got just the cutest little thumb. I realized we might have to take off the boots. Because I think their bottom feet is how they hang on stuff. The other option is we could make shit up and say that the fingers at the end of we're one of them bats that have like the fingies on the end, and that's how they hang. You found an infographic. Okay, they do have like a weird like first finger. Okay. Okay, I get it. I gotcha. And they have like a little elbow. Okay. Alright. Alright. And like skin that goes up here. Thank you for the infographic. I was looking up pictures and I could not find anything. Boots could have hooks in them. Oh my god. They're like those like shoes that turned into Heelys, but you just like stomp them and instead of like wheels coming out, they're fucking hooks. Right? Kate, you're a genius. You're a genius woman. Pardon me. The heels could be curved. Fuck yeah. Fun fact, that's why stripper heels are the way they are. The taller heels hook onto the poles way better than anything else. Huh. Stamp. Take a big ol' dip stomp. I say big ol', but this thing's real tiny. Like it's canonically like palm sized. It'd be kind of hard. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're stomping on. You're a genius. We're both genius. We're all genius here. In this house. We are all genius. You're gonna go right here, old buddy. You're gonna go right there. I want to be dumb in this house. Sorry, Chris. You can't be always right and dumb. I mean, I guess you could as long as you only said dumb things that were correct. I'm gonna think too hard about this. We big brain right now. We are all big brain today. Drawn a lot of cute things. I'm gonna draw the bat like biting somebody. You gonna you do it just to prove me wrong? Do it. Bet? You wouldn't be able to last. You can't last not knowing things, Chris. You like to be well educated. Munch. I think one of the main features we have to keep between all of them is that we have to keep the nose, the little heart nose, so small. I think it adds to it. I think it adds to it if it's just like the teeniest thing. Because like I know some bats have that big ol' schnoz. I think, and we gotta make it like, we just gotta keep it real tiny. We gotta keep the face like only taking up 30% of the face. You'd make a spreadsheet of everything that could happen on that day. So in that day game, you could just reference what I had planned to say. Chris, that sounds an awful lot like a big brain move. Very intelligent planning. Snoot, snoot. Also a finger, because it's fun. Only some people have permission to boop the snoot. If you boop without permission, you get absolutely bitten. Get all razzed up hair. found another infographic that has the bat with just his muscles, and oh god, they look weird. Does it? Oh god, I'm scared. That looks... Yep. That certainly looks... I think I want to describe it as looking the way that people who draw for like superhero comics would draw a bat. Like let's get everybody in on this action to see if y'all agree with me. It's this little guy in the corner here. He looks like the way superhero artists draw like bats. He got them massive pecs and just like an 18 pack. Right? It's red sculpted in bat form. Exactly. He's a little bit jank looking though, so we're just gonna look away. Looks like a mutated chihuahua. Yes, yes he does. Curly as midpoint. He does. Ew. Hey, he does not look pretty, that's for sure. Curly break to cleanse the sins. Scoot you right in here. There you go, Bubby. Perfect. Ugh. Okay. I've now seen far too many bat penises in your search of cool bat pics. I mean, I guess that's what you get. Somebody who lives in the airport in Beijing and has for 14 years apparently. All right. Really sad story. I mean, I would imagine so. He's living in an airport. There's not a lot of good that can have led up to that or come out of it, I imagine. little feetsies. You draw the little feetsies. Chris, what have you sent me this time? What is this? Why? Chris has now fallen down a rabbit hole in his quest for knowledge, which is finding anatomy modules for different animals. And if my guess is correct, he will continue to go down this road. Because I don't want to say he has zero self-control, but I will say his self-control in this department of looking up stuff and then finding a bunch of other stuff is not the greatest. Polar bear with fur pants. You got them pants with the fur. Surprisingly, though, pandas are almost harmless. Pandas are weird. Like, they are. They're cool. But, definitely weird. How big are bats' wings compared to them when they're open? Pretty large. Because I think you need to stop looking at these. You're creeping yourself out. So when it comes to learning things, you have no self. I know. You are too interested in the knowledge. It's fun knowing new things. Chris, it's people like you that would, like, cause Jurassic Park. You'd be like, well, there's so much more we can learn if we have them. And I love you for it. So I'm writing an article on kiwis, and apparently they have eggs almost the size of ostrich eggs. Aren't they almost the size of ostrich eggs? How big is a kiwi? I have, like, forgotten. Or I have never learned. Takes up to 30 to 40% of the bird's body weight. Jesus. So pretty close. Bats have, like, this weird little thingy here. 1, 2. They are tiny? Okay, I thought so. 3. I don't know why I'm making this so correct for a cartoon bat, but it's fine. She's waving, you guys. Wave back. Hello. What would we lose? Some tourists? Nothing important, real. What would we gain? Who knows? Maybe everything, maybe nothing, but that is the price that you're willing to pay. Chris! Chris! This is why it is dangerous to have you on a team of scientists when they find something new. I mean, we could. The only people who would die would be rich people. I was just about to say that we could market the thing to entirely rich people and we'd be fine. I'd be pretty okay with that. Their top fingers like do this weird connect to this one. And then they connect all the way down to their legs. I'm putting a lot of effort into this, knowing that this is probably the only time I'm going to put this much effort into the actual wings of this thing. Because all other times it's going to be like just as fast as I can do it. So I guess I owe it to the little bat to do it at least once. It is the most efficient way to eat the rich. I think you are correct on that. So all you'd have to be like, all you'd have to say is like exclusive, right? Just make it balls to the wall expensive. The rich never sit, right? So I can only have a little at a time. It would be a real shame to let the meat go to waste. Chris! Yeah, all their diet sits bad in the belly. Their blood, ugh. Worth it though. Very slowly, I will have drank all the rich people dry. That sounds like I'm talking about alcohol. Not what I'm talking about. Hydration in this house? Listen, when your main source of food is a liquid, it happens. I drink a lot of water though. Just on a daily basis. It is a lot. Whew. Pardon me. trying to figure out why my room smelled like barbecue sauce for a second there. But I did order a pizza last night with barbecue sauce instead of marinara, and that would be why. It's a good pizza. Actually, me and my dad ordered pizzas. He was like, do you want pie? And so we got from 2 for 1. Now 2 for 1 is where you go for pizza if you want it cheap and it to taste like everything pizza, like everything you think pizza tastes like. Because it's like greasy and it's floppy and it's great and I love it. But it's also the only time I've ever ordered like an extra large pizza for myself ever. So I only got through like 4 slices. It's good pizza. And changing your pizza sauce from like pasta sauce to like other things is so underrated. Cheesy bread, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it was good. I've got lots of extra, so that's probably what I'm doing after this stream. Is getting some. Dessert pizzas are better than normal pizza. I don't think I've eaten a dessert pizza. Imagine normal pizza, but with crust, but with chocolate or cinnamon, stuff like that. I've got to try it. Like, I've heard about it lots before. It'd be fun. Had apple pie pizza before. It's so good. Sounds good. Apple pie is not my favorite, but I can imagine why. I can see why. It would interest people. Cookie pizza is amazing. We used to have in the house this it was meant for pizzas, right? It was basically a pizza panini press. It was like this little oven that you could perfectly cook like one pizza in at a time. We got it as like a gift from our uncle or something. I think it was, yeah, from our uncle. And instead of using it for pizza, we would make giant cookies out of it because you could fit like exactly 1 tube of like Pillsbury cookie dough in it to make one giant cookie. Cinnamon pizza's your fave? I've got to try it. Closest thing we've got to like pizza crust in the house is we have like that tube of croissants that you can get from Pillsbury. It takes all of my self-control not to just open it and just eat it. Like just eat the tube of it raw every time. I want to do it so bad. You really want that oven? Dude, it's so good. We used it until it broke. Like, I think it legitimately broke before we could do anything about it. It was so good though. Ugh. So, I was thinking about the fishnets on the wings. And I realized, well, I also like went through the entire brush store. Couldn't find a single brush that could even mimic fishnets well. And I think I still want to do the fishnets, but I think we should do the fishnet on the outside and have it be like a pure color on the inside, if that makes sense. Like have it be really light on the inside. I don't know about that though. That's a maybe situation. Is there any other features we should give the little bat? On the front anyway, because we will do the back. We'll flip this picture around and do an inverse of it. I can give it like a piercing up here. I think it's probably better to keep it more simple, right? Is that the vibe? Yeah, I can't think of any either. So let's do some base colors. Simple is good, keeps the design from being too crowded. Yeah, exactly. Because this is gonna be a pretty small thing. She's cute though. I like her. Does the star string go right up to the cooter? I'm I'm trying to think of how to make it into like I'm unsure. Coochie floss. It's like a thong, you know? I don't think it will. I wanted to keep something there to remind myself to test out some fur patterns for the front. Cause I like the pentagram. But Also, it is one of the most difficult things to draw properly. So having like a tuft of white fur there might, or of the lighter fur there might be good instead. Unclear. It's there to remind me to do something with it later. Bat Shibari. Welcome back, Bree! We're doing the turnarounds for the bat, or the front and the back of the bat right now. Is it inappropriate to say at this point the star kind of looks like rope bondage? I mean, it's not inappropriate, cause that's kind of what the real thing looks like. It's literally just like straps that I put on over top or underneath stuff. That's kind of the implication behind it. So no, you're good. You could just do upside down star, patch of fur on the chest. That's a good point. All right. So we have that as the front. We're going to lower that opacity. We're going to flip this one around. And edit this one to be the back. Because I like cheating. Why did I do so many sketches? Because when I'm drawing a character, their personality is just as much... Oliver's is hi. Hello, Oliver. Is just as important to me as the actual design itself. Because certain aspects of the character's vibe will change how I design them later on, which is the fun part. I know you love it, but I still like to talk about it. I like to talk about my process. It's fun. But yeah. When I'm designing a character, I try to make as, like, even on reference sheets, like this one that I have of my little lassie in the corner there, who I've nicknamed Cuddly because it's fun. She also keeps all of her personality sketches on her thing because it's important to me. I want to be able to know how a character's gonna act just from looking at them. It's fun. It's one of my favorite parts of the process. Nose boop! Yeah! Chris said he wanted to boop the nose, so we gave a little nose boop one. just picture what's in your mouth, drop it with the chubby cheeks. Yes! Yes! What do you have? What's in your mouth? That's so perfect. That is exactly the vibe. That is exactly correct. Now it's all I can picture is what's in your mouth. What do you have there? A knife! No! Would you let the little bat eat stuff off your plate? Or steal stuff that it thinks is shiny and cute? It's like your panda. That's a good analogy. I like that. That movie's so good. Ugh. I need to watch it again. I only watched it once, which is a shame because it's really good. Gets excited is bat. I was thinking more of it being like my my escape car when I inevitably do something bad. But I'm stealing that. The gets overly excited turns into bat. That's funny. Dude, the movie's so good. I just realized I missed a spot. Missed a spot in the wings. Whoops. It's fine, we got it. It's all good. We'll fix it here. We'll fix it in post. When you inevitably do something bad. Yes, exactly then. Dude, all of you know me. You should know. It'll happen. You stole it too. We all stole it together. We're gonna give her a little tail, I think. I think as a treat, the tail is gonna be a little heart. How do bat wings look from the back? Here we go. Okay, it's like... Okay, so the lines are closer to the side. Alright. I can do that. I can work with that. We can mesh tool this out. I'm a little cheater of an artist. Mesh tool is like a saving grace when it comes to a lot of stuff. It's just like, hey, did you need the line moved just a smidgen or into a curve when it wasn't a curve already? I got you. Boom. I'm gonna make the heart bigger, I think. Just for fun. I'm actually gonna go by erasing it and starting over. The second you started drawing the back, I had to look it up because I never actually thought about what they look like from the back. Exactly! Has anyone ever thought about it? There's not a lot of photos. Oh, the infographic one? Yeah. It looks so odd though. Like, it really do. We're gonna draw little heels. Looks more like a rat than I ever thought about to be. Dude, they are the rats of the sky. I love them. Ugh. Absolute baby. They're so cute. A rat that had its limbs extended. Exactly. If a rat had human proportions but was still like that small. That's probably not a great way to describe it, but that's what we were going with. I think the wings are just gonna not be see-through. They're gonna be opaque, not transparent. Doesn't Fern Gully have a bat? I don't know. Suddenly remember there's a bat character in Anastasia. There's like bat characters everywhere if you look hard enough. They're fun. They're cute. Sadly, none in Batman. That's not true. There's Batman and then Batman. Or is the guy that like mutates himself accidentally with bat DNA, is that in Spider-Man? It could be. Man-Bat. Yes, thank you. He's cute, but he's probably fave bat character. That's so valid. He's a cool dude. Is Man-Bat from Batman? Or is he from Spider-Man? I can't remember. Because I know Spider-Man fights the giant velociraptor guy that's like I want to turn everyone into dinosaurs, and Spider-Man's like, with this work you could cure cancer, and he's like, I don't want to cure cancer, I want to turn people into dinosaurs. And I respect that. He's from DC. Okay. He's one of Batman's villains and once teamed up with Dracula. Listen, if you could team up with Dracula, would you not? Like, I would team up with Dracula. Hell yeah. You volunteer as tribute. I'm gonna make the eraser just a little bit bigger for this. The lizard is also one of your favorite villains. Lizard's cool. Love a good lizard. I am always a fan of Harley Quinn, but I think we all could tell that from the everything about me. You like Catwoman? Very intensely like Catwoman, huh? It's okay, I do the same. I make the same mistake with my caps all the time. Listen, we're all a little bit in love with Catwoman. It's okay to be that excited. She is, as far as I know, the first comic book character that was show first then comic book. Yeah, she appeared first in the Batman the animated series. Love her to absolute pieces. One of the best cartoons ever. I need to finish watching it. I only got through part of it. Not because I didn't like it, but because, you know, stuff happened and I couldn't watch it. But like, I agree. It's such a good cartoon. There's just a lot of it. There's so much of it. I wonder if this would look cool. Looks kind of neat. We'll play around with the wing texture later. For now, I'm gonna come back to here. And we're gonna try that, just the star thing. That's not where we're keeping the star, by the way. It's not where we're keeping it. It's not where we're keeping it. No! Chris, no! I just needed a bigger space. Why the back got a womb tattoo? Why don't you have a womb tattoo, Chris? What, Chris? Do not go get a wound tattoo. Do not take that seriously. I mean, do what you want, but like, yeah, I think the little star is the best way to do this. I think we put like a little tuft of black right above it as like the starting point kind of thing, you know? I hope this is like the secondary fluff. Trim it down. Looks rock and roll. I agree. fun little fur tuft. Hell yeah. How's that? How do we think that looks? Makes them look real fluffy. Yeah. All right. Floof monster, small little fluffy baby. Little fluffy baby. Okay. We're gonna do something fun. We're gonna go through the brush store and look for texture brushes for the back of the wings. This is available on Fire Alpaca for free. People will just make brushes and put it on here. And it's great. I got most of my brushes through here. I love it. Cover them in hearts. We could do chains. I am also going to try some of the lace brushes. I have them all downloaded already. Because I'm a big sucker for the lace brushes. They work amazingly. And they'd be really easy to, like, really quick do all the things with. Fishnets. I'm trying to find fishnets. They didn't have any on here last time. Let's try the gauze. Let's download the gauze, see if that one mimics a fishnet at all. Because if it does, that'd be awesome. Because I'd love to do the fishnets, but if I have to hand draw them every time, I might just throw myself out the window into the direct sunlight. That's what we're looking for, is a net brush. And it doesn't look like they've got one. But let's try the gauze out. Nope. Kind of nice though. It looks cute, but I don't like how uneven it is. Which one were you saying? Hijiki? I'm assuming that was closer to the end. Hijiki. Let's play with it. Sure. It's the cheap gauze, though. Yeah. If it was the good gauze, probably would have been okay. I have a brush kind of like the Hijiki. I use it to make garland. Well, that is unfortunate, but all is not lost because we have the lace brushes, which might look great, might look awful. Don't know. We'll find out. But I like the lace brushes. It's kind of like barbed wire. True though. So that's lace 1. Let's try lace 2. Oh, lace 2 is the roses, which is like my favorite one. If we get the right swipe, we could probably get that big rose like right. You thought the... Oh, the hijiki looks like barbed wire. Yeah. I like the rose one too. This one, it's like, it's the one I use the most, like by far out of all of them. We'll leave it there actually. We'll just make a new layer. This one is lace 3. This one I think is probably the one that I'm most likely for to use in this situation. It's kind of cool. It's like geometric and stuff. Oh! Arsenal's in the chat. Hey, AJ. That's lace 3. Kind of looks like bones towards the tight side. It does a little bit. So that's 3. And even though I'm pretty sure we won't be doing this one, let's 2's better. All right. Let's try 4 just for fun. I don't think we're gonna go with this one because this one's really complex. I'm gonna get a better swipe of that actually. Hold on. There we go. Actually though, it's kind of not bad. Kind of looks like stained glass. I bet you I could make this one big enough that we could coat the entire wing with it and that would look cool. Hold on. What's the biggest brush I got? 1,000? Okay. Watch this crash my computer. Hold on, we're gonna try that swipe again. Didn't work. Cathedral vibes? Absolutely cathedral vibes. I kind of like it. Like, the rose one's cute, but I wasn't expecting to like this one this much. You know what I mean? It lines up very nicely. Yeah. And it... Jonah said, uh-oh. Why'd Jonah say, uh-oh? It feels better. All the lines in it, like all the curved lines in it, make it look like it would fit even with the folded up one. Hold on. Let's try the folded wing. Also, AJ, because you're just joining, we're working on the talk sprite for me for Discord reactive images. We're making her a little bat. You know? Kinda dig it. Oh, about the computer crashy? Yeah, it'd be like that. It doesn't crash in a while, and I have my window open, so there's no way it can be overheated. It parallels very nicely. Yeah. Might be the 4th brush. I have never used this lace brush for literally anything, because it's always been too, like, overly detailed, but I think it's just the right amount of detailed in this case. You know what we can do, though? because all of us do really like the... Because we all really like the rose one. What I can do is we can put the rose one on the tail. And then we can have a little cute little butt rose. Place 2, shrink her down. So should we have the rose coming up from the bottom or the rose coming down from the top? Oh, wrong way. Coming down? Okay. We can fit one rose perfectly in there. You don't want it to look like it's blooming from her own vegetables. That's funny. I like that. I really like that, actually. We do that for the outside, yeah? I think we all agree on that one? Alright, cool. It's really quick. Stick it on this guy. Oh. There we go. Alright. And I think on the inside, because we're just going to do a gradient, I think we can go on to lining this thing. And then once we line it and get everything all set up for the character sheet to look good, then we can actually work on the model itself. I think she's quite cute. And we made it a very adorable little bat. Business in the front, party in the back. Incredible. She's all party. There's not a part of her that is not party. She's just here to hang out and bite your ankles. Why is your uncle's finger in your mouth? Drop it! Never! There is only bite hand. I'm sorry. It is simply the way it must be. If Uncle's hand did not want be bit, why Uncle's hand close to mouth? I'm just saying. I know am soft. Good for pet, but like, but like hand good for bite. Why cannot bite? Consent, pet only. Exactly. If no want be pet, will bite. It happens. That line was really good. That was a really good line. Quite proud of myself for that line. I don't usually get them right that fast. Damn. Love art. If you don't consent to be bitten, then you shouldn't be petting. Exactly. Am creature with teeth. Nom nom. If not want, be bit. It is simple. Do not want bite. Do not pet. Unless, of course, pet come with food. I am not above bribery. It's like when your cat wants to pet you to pet their belly. You know they're gonna maul you, but it's worth it. Exactly. They want to play. It'd be like that. The fun part about this is trying to make the line art on different layers so that I can more easily flip the layers and have to do less edits. Like I don't have to do any erasing. That's fun. This looks really good. Thank you. I'm glad they came out well. Dude, points are hard to make. There we go. Fluffy, round and soft. Fluffy. Round and soft. It doesn't look fluffy enough to me. Oh. I think this will look better to me. Just making layers of fluff. The boots look kind of funny now with the really soft body. I might have to make the underside of the fluffy front just a little bit more sleek. We keep in that round shape though. That's necessary. I don't make the rules. It's required. Boots with the fur. Exactly. Just gotta stop picking at it, you know? Gotta stop picking your nose, Maddie. Listen, it's fine. Boop. I have to quickly stand and stretch. I suggest all of you do the same, who have been doing what I've been doing and have been sitting in the same position this whole time. Ooh. Oh, there we go. My back was really starting to hurt there for a second. Then I remembered, of course it does. I haven't moved in 2 hours. Makes sense, brain. Thank you. Back hurty? Exactly. You gotta take care of your back, so don't do the back hurty thing. Technically there's joints in these parts of the wings, but do you need a chiropractor? Probably. I should probably go see one. I do this like really great thing where my back hurts real bad whenever I wake up and I just ignore it. It's not as bad anymore. Used to be worse. But I'm a fool who should really just bite the bullet and go to a chiropractor one time. Just be like, yo, how broken this be? Watch them take one look at my back and be like, oh. Oh my. Because they would. They'd take one look at it and be like, what have you been doing? Yeah, where would you rate your pain? Just the normal amount. The normal amount is 0. What? What do you mean the normal amount is 0? Imagine taking care of yourself. Couldn't be you, Chris. This chat, we all a bunch of people who, like, are bad at self-care. That's a thing that, like, my brain has yet to comprehend, is that self-care is sometimes, like, doing the thing where we just stop hurting the back. How's that wing look? That wing looks alright. Oop, that's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one. There we go. You're taking all your pills this week, you hate it? Skeletal. Exactly. There we go. Keeps it a little bit wider. Case. We give ourselves a little thumb so that we can wave. Why heat back when going to unload store next day? Exactly. Why self-care wouldn't do a thing? Exactly. Because a lot of our coping mechanisms unfortunately also hurt us. So the only way to get better is scale those back, which is hard. That is correct. I wish I could knit again. Cause like I used to knit. And I have all the supplies too. I have like 4 different sizes of knitting needles and everything. And that's something you can do laying in any position. But I don't. Cause I am a fool. Is it your hands or neck? Or it's actually my feet. Or neck that, is it my hands or neck that's in pain? Yes. My hand is the thing that I have to be careful with. Like, after tomorrow's Blizzard stream, which is just like the high tier patrons, which is over on the Discord, I'm gonna be like taking the whole weekend off. Like, I'm not even gonna pick up a pencil unless it's to write a sticky note. Because, goddamn, I have drawn every day this week. And drawn, like, full pieces every day this week, too. So, we're gonna try and not do that next week. I do have a pretty big commission lined up next week, though, which is gonna take a while, but I'm gonna make sure I space that one out. Listen, it's fine. We're good. Absolutely gotta give yourself days off. Listen, I do this really, like, dumb thing to myself where I'm like, because I like to do art so much, like, and it's because it's my work now, I have to be making work things. No, I don't! I can draw dumb shit for fun. Although, a lot of you guys would probably like to watch me do dumb shit on here. That'd be fun. Dumb shit stream. Or I just draw whatever comes to mind. It gets weird. It's a lot of shipping, not gonna lie. But yeah, you gotta make sure you give yourself days off. I really have to, because I am like always a little bit concerned that I am going to just absolutely destroy my wrist. This song. Are you do this, Aaron? Absolutely not. I refuse to even look at any of that old art. It's bad. Never happening again. There's so much art of mine that I could redo, and I think it'd be fun too, but I just look at it and I'm like, huh. You know, like when you touch food in the sink when you're like cleaning dishes with like your bare hand? It's the same thing. Same feeling. Your chiropractor does a wrist adjustment that is heavenly. That sounds fun. That sounds like a good one. Sounds like something I could use. Also, this one's kind of fucked up. This is stupid of me. I had like shoulder problems a while ago, and I still kind of have them. It's like my shoulder's not healed by any means, but it's not like it doesn't bother me as much anymore. I have like a referral to go get physiotherapy, and I still haven't gone. It's been like months. Really excited you don't work the next 2 Saturdays in a row. Nice! I'm gonna work like every Saturday for the next 3 weeks with potentially no lunch breaks. Ooh, for all of April. Ooh, honey. No. Awful. Sounds bad. He works on your birthday? F. We're gonna give that a big ol' F. Probably just gonna sleep all of April. Dude, I feel that. Oh, here's kind of like fun stuff that I'm not 100% sure if we'll be doing this, but a buddy of mine wants to do like a bunch of commissions in a row, and he wants to commission me for armor. Now, I don't know if any of you know this about me, but I hate drawing armor. It's the worst. I hate it, which is why he wants me to draw a bunch of it for him. But we might do those on stream. So, with him in the call and everything. So, like, you know, y'all can just hear me hate my life for a while I'm drawing armor. If you're interested. If it sounds like fun, we will get that going at some point. You random historical dress facts. I know you can. I love your random historical dress facts. Give me one. Give me just a random one right now. What you got? No, wait. Random fun facts are some of my favorite things. The first use of women's stays, the predecessor to the corset, were seen in the 1700s, with the full corset developing in the 1800s. Before this, women's support was either part of their shift or they would wrap loose bolts of cloth around their upper sides to help control sizing. That is very interesting. I love facts. I love these. That sounds cool as fuck. Here, we duplicate it, we reverse it. And now we fix all of the lines. Fun one. The reason so many small, tight, cinched corsets survived to the modern era is because they were unable to be passed down in the families easily. Larger corsets for the average body were used and retired, which perpetrated the rumor of tight lacing and the extreme tightening down of clothing. It has since been theorized by dress historians that most corseting only removed about an inch to 2 inches on the average frame. This is a very interesting one. I feel like I learn new stuff every time I talk to you, Brie. And when I talk to Chris, but, you know. We knew that. Also, if you have a large bustier and a bad back, a modern corset option might be better than a bra. Well, mine's not like humongous, but I do have a bad back, and they're decent. I might look into that. I might get a corset. It simultaneously provides back support and doesn't pull down on the shoulders. Ooh! That sounds very, intrinsic to my interests. I wonder where I would find a corset that would work for me. I'm looking for one. That's how I find it. I mean, you're right. I think I actually have one on my, like, one of my Amazon wish lists. I think I was looking at one a while ago. Yeah, we like running short on time here. We got like 20 minutes left, and I'm only on the light art. What's next Monday? We might be working on this again on Monday. Mayhaps. We mayhaps will be. Put on some initial D and speed draw. I can't. Not when I'm line arting. I take too long. Just set your hands to 1.5 speed. I can only do that to my brain. I have yet to figure out how to turn that part off, actually. So I think I don't want to set my hands to that in case they are stuck there forever, like my brain is. That'd be bad. Then I'd really destroy my hands really fast. Watch me speedrun getting an injury. That's what that would be. Just smash your head against the pavement, dude. Super easy. I'm okay. I'm a vampire. I'd just heal it. It wouldn't stay. Thank you, Bree. I see you sent me something. I'm gonna assume it's a corset. I can't look at it right now, but I will assume. I've been thinking about getting one of them back braces for when I draw. Because I always forget not to just, like, horribly slouch. I'm, like, really good at the bad for your back slouch, you know? That just destroys you. Not a bad investment. Yeah. We have like a cool like medical supply store in the city called Jolly's. Whoop. Surprise Curly as a treat for everyone. Cuz I misclicked. And it's just like full of stuff like that. They've also got some like professional grade like compression gloves that I've also been looking at. Because I bought some compression gloves off of Amazon, and they sucked. Like, they were awful. So, perhaps going right to the source of the good shit TM might get me stuff that works, for lack of a better term. I see you have sent me another link. I'm gonna assume that's another corset. I appreciate it. You sent 2 very different options? Awesome! I'll look at them later. I'm excited to look at them. I'm very indecisive, but I'm sure I will enjoy comparing the 2. I didn't know if you would like pretty or functional. I mean, if there's a middle ground that I can find, probably that, but otherwise, I might get both. Having a pretty one would be nice, because that would suit the style TM, but having a functional one is probably more important if I wanted to, like, hold up all my shit, you know? Maddie is very excited to put them on her wish list for the next several years till she randomly decides to get them. Listen! You might be right, but rude. I'm indecisive. I wait until I am, like, it's like the middle of the night, and then I make a decision like that. Because that is how I work. Shout out to the time I bought $100 worth of snack foods at 1 in the morning. Look, homie, I'm calling us both out. That's true. It's true. That is a shared feature. I didn't remember when you woke up. I didn't. I did not remember doing it. Even worse, I did it in a call with Chris, and he didn't even notice me doing it. That's how you know, you know? Or did she mention it? I did not. I simply didn't. It was a simply don't kind of day, I guess. Okay. So now we have the front and the back entirely lined out. I think that's a good amount of progress for today. It's gonna have to be a good amount of progress for today. We don't have time for anything else. But we can continue her on Monday, considering we have, well, we got like 12 minutes. Why don't we do like, why don't we try and get the flats in? How fast do you think I can flat this? I don't think I'd be able to do it very fast. But let's give it a shot. You never know. First things first, we pick a bright color so that I'm able to see it. Oop, wrong brush. Fast as fuck, boy. Absolutely. Boom. Pardon me. I boiped. Oof. How the colors go again? How this character look that I drew? How? Help? This counts. I love art. I love cheating. It's great. Sometimes when I'm like flatting in colors, which is one of my favorite things to do, it's a lot of fun. I look at myself and I'm like, why did you make the line art so complicated? Why did you do this to future you? And that's like the main reason that green bat. It's like the main reason that my stuff like this is all my art is as simplified as it can be. Because it gets to this phase and I'm like, why did I do that? I am a fool. Jai has colored this one. I think I should probably closer to that, actually. Let's do that. Make it a little bit smaller. And then we fill in this ear? Yes, left ear. There's only one enemy we all have in this world, and that is our future selves. We must make their lives hell for the destiny to kill us. Yeah, pretty much. Young man. Green bat! You are green and a bat. You are a green bat. Your wings are very flat. You're a green bat. On this branch you have sat. Here's the thing I didn't think about. What color we're gonna do for the wings. Oops. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We're a smart bunch of people. We can figure that out. Probably. I mean, we must have at least one brain cell between us. I miss you guys too. We should visit. I should come over. I already told you I'm dumb in this house. We're just gonna leave this as a fill-in color. We might do like a gradient or something, I'm not sure. Screen's gonna go black for a second. Just needed the color. Boop. Rebbed. Make the wings see through, but the color of the human version skin. That's a very interesting idea. I will keep that in my mind. But we will not do anything about it right now, because I want to... We can get the thoughts in for this one too. It can happen. We can do it. I believe in us. Somebody's scraping something outside. Don't know what it is, but they're going at it. I would go close the door, but we are very close to being done, so we're all gonna deal with it for a minute. have 1 minute. Boom. Got him. They're just flats. They don't have to be the correct color. They just have to be the right layers. So we've got 1. We've got 2. We've got them. We did it, boys. With 15 seconds, which is just enough to say thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And we will continue the bat on Monday. Hopefully 9 hours will be enough to finish this up. Well, I mean, I guess it's only been like 4 instead of 6. Oh well, you catch my drift. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll see y'all on Monday. I love you lots. Mwah. Bye.